Okay. Bye, camera. Unfortunately, I did not video anything with leaving or yesterday's travel. Let's just say that on Thursday night, I went out with my brother. If you're ever in Texas at a little dive bar called the 101, order yourself a Happy Meal and then order another one. And then you'll understand why I was useless yesterday. So, do I have regrets that involve wild turkey? Yes. But also, do I have excellent memories with my family, which is the whole reason I'm doing any of this? Also, yes. So, apologies that there's no content from packing up, leaving, and then driving yesterday, which was drive day number 1 of the trip home. But, you know, sometimes life comes first. It is Saturday. We are in Lake Bruin State Park, which is in St. Joseph, Louisiana, and we're right on the Mississippi River. We're here for 2 nights. It was about a 6.5 hour start to finish drive, so it took us right about 7.5, maybe a little bit less, leaving to arriving. We got here about 4:30 yesterday afternoon, had dinner. We really didn't do anything too exciting yesterday. So our dogs stay tied up to the bumper. They have about 10-foot leads each. They have a rug back there. They're huskies. They want to be outside. They lay quietly, peacefully. Sometimes they'll yell at people a little bit, but they're very, very well behaved, especially when they're outside. And these darn kids, like, children have run into our campground and just started petting my dogs. One of them picked up the dog water bowl and, like, moved it. Excuse me? Common sense? Courtesy? Campground courtesy? Hello? Anyway, if you have kids and they're in a campground and they're well behaved, thank you. Alright, it is almost lunchtime, so we're gonna take the dogs, pack a picnic, and then go have lunch down by the water. Okay, new Atwood's chair, 10 out of 10. Antennas up. Alrighty, it is almost dinner time. We are having tofu rice and veggies, so I'm gonna get the tofu chopped up and let it start to get marinating before we make everything else. So I have the tofu prepped, ready to be sauteed. We are also having broccoli, pre-cut, steam and bag. Sometimes you just go with easier is better. We also have rice. Again, throw in the microwave, we're good. Since we're not off-grid, there's no reason not to use the electricity. We're paying for a campsite. We have a microwave. Might as well use a microwave, right? It's Sunday morning. We are leaving Louisiana today. We're driving through Mississippi. We're ending up somewhere in Alabama. We'll figure it out when we get there. Anyways, so we are packing up and leaving our campsite. Today we have another 6.5 hour drive that's probably going to end up being probably 7.5, 8. We need to stop for some supplies along the way, so it's definitely not going to be a fast trip. We get there when we get there. So we have made it to the Soto State Park campground in Alabama, and we've got everything hooked up. Derek's got a fire going. We're gonna make some wieners and then hopefully cook some apples on the fire if it cooperates, and settle in for the night. We went ahead and had dinner. We had hot dogs and baked beans, but he's gonna walk the dogs and I'm gonna chop up some apples so that we can do dessert on the fire. Apples are chopped. I am gonna hit them with some vegetable oil just to get everything to stick in the bowl. We're gonna go in with cinnamon and brown sugar, and then we'll melt butter in the cast iron and cook them up. This is where it's really important to remember that it's vegan, so it's healthy. Coco got left behind on the walk this evening, and she's big mad. She's cute though.
Ash got into the fire pan.
Well, it's gonna do that. We're vegans. It's wood. It's fine. It's what we eat. Alrighty, we have enjoyed some time out by the fire. We need to get some dishes done from dinner, especially since we made those apples. It got all sticky, so we definitely need to do that before bed. But that's going to be it for us tonight. It is lunchtime, give or take. We had a nice slow morning this morning. Derek back to work today as normal, regularly scheduled programming shift in the code factory. I also started the morning with my own work. I have a piece of software that I'm trying to get off the ground. It's built to help people, mainly RVers, van lifers, that sort of crowd, to select and purchase the right components for a solar system on their RV or rig, which I think is pretty cool. It's still very, very early stages, but I quit my job to work on it, so I'm gonna work on it. I also need to pack up the RV and go to the store to get more firewood. Guys, we plan to pick up firewood from the state park store, which closed at 5 o'clock. And our ETA was 4:51. And I was like, we're gonna make it. It's gonna be fine. We're golden. The ETA for 4:51 was hitting the park boundary, not the actual store. So we missed it and had to use crappy boxed Walmart firewood last night. But hopefully tonight we'll have better firewood. So that's the plan for today. Okie doke, I am headed to the camp store to hopefully get some firewood. Fingers crossed they have some. Okay, so good news, they had firewood. I got 2 bundles. We're good to go on fire. Now I have to get out of this parking lot. Nailed it!
Went over. A little bit more, can. We'll have to do.
We're going for a hike. Well, a walk. I'm going for a walk. Derek's taking the dog for a hike. Let's go. guys. Derek's chair just blew into the fire. And I've had some drinks. And when I tell you I moved so fast, we're fine. It is Tuesday morning. Today is the day that we leave this campground and finally arrive home after almost 3 weeks on the road. I'm sure you can hear it is absolutely pouring down raining. It stormed all night. We lost power several times, like the whole campground lost power several times. But that's alright. It is very, very humid and warmer than I would prefer, but we're fine. I have gotten up. I made tofu scramble for breakfast, kind of puttered around a little bit, did some software stuff. Now it's time to pack up and hit the road for the last time this trip. So I think that's basically it for us packing up. We only have about a 3.5 hour drive for the rest of the day, so we don't expect to get in too late. I'll check in with you guys when we get home safely, and otherwise thank you so much for hanging out with me on this video. Totally organically, without me being awkward at all. Just tickle the little like button. Just give it a little tickle. I can't do it. I can't. I'm sorry. Do whatever you want. Live your life. Don't listen to people on YouTube. Just do whatever. We made it home. We're back in East Tennessee. We have a whole bunch of unloading to do. I have lots of cleaning, organizing, catching up with mail, stuff like that to do, but it was an excellent trip. We were gone just under 3 weeks this time. I think we ended up driving somewhere around 1,200 miles. So overall, uneventful trip, which is what we go for.